Hi there, this is Naomi C speaking. Today's video, I thought I would like to share with you the top of 5 advantages that I get to receive as an independent contractor or freelancer. So if you are also looking forward to becoming one, then you already have an idea of what are those that you are kind of expecting on a monthly or daily basis. Again, this is based off of my personal experience, so it may vary from individual to individual. So if you are interested to know what are those 5 benefits, then make sure to stay tuned and watch the video until the end. Let's dive in. Number one benefit that I get to receive as an independent contractor is that I get to work from the comfort of my own home using the laptop or equipment that they are providing. And that equipment is something that I get completely for free. So, personally, parang sa akin na talaga yung laptop na ginagamit ko right now, even if they provided it. Unlike if, for example, sa BPO setting, the computer that we're using is something na i-return natin kapag nag-resign na tayo o kaya naman ay gagamitin lang natin kapag nasa work tayo. Whereas for me, I can use it for personal purposes pero I really care about my laptop so I'm using it for work purposes only. Hindi ko siya ginagamit sa ibang bagay. And I really love the fact that I get to work from home, especially because even if I'm single, I still have so many things to do, like as an online seller and someone who, you know, creates videos from time to time, someone who does so many household chores. So really, if you are someone who is a parent, a mom, or a dad, then becoming a freelancer or an independent contractor is the best way to go. Another one is this is also perfect for those introverts. So if you don't want to communicate with other people, outside of your house, then you can simply work remotely. And I guess this is one of the best perks that you get to receive as an independent contractor. So if you are also looking to become a work from home kind of person, then make sure to try it out. I actually have a video on how to become a freelancer. So if you wanted to check it out, please do so. Number two advantage or benefit is that you get to receive higher salary as compared to if you're going to work as a regular employee. So I work as a regular employee myself, as someone who works as a call center representative, and the rate that you get to receive here is dollar rate, although the money that I get to receive is already converted to peso. But I believe it is definitely much higher as compared to what you're getting if you are a regular employee. But it also comes with disadvantages, so I would love to create another video to explain that. So normally those freelancers earn a little bit higher as compared to those na nag-work lang sa BPO. So for example, when I was working in Concentrex back then, I was earning 14,500 monthly plus yung incentives nga na up to 5,000 pesos. Pero hindi ko naman nakukuha yung buong 5,000 pesos. So that's probably about 3,000 pesos lang yung mataas na nakuha ko. And kung ikukumpara mo siya pag freelancer ka or independent contractor, it's much, much higher kasi dollar rate nga. Kahit pa $3 or $5 lang yung rate mo, lalo na kung full-time ka, malaki pa rin talaga siya. Especially kung yung natatanggap mo sa is dollar talaga siya. Especially right now, no, 57 pesos ang conversion ng dollar to peso. So, malaki-laki talaga siya. So, the range, I believe, is between 30,000 to as high as 100,000 or even more, di ba, sa mga freelancers natin dyan. Pero as for me, I'm not earning as much compared to what I'm earning before when I worked in VXI. Pero for me, it's a little bit higher naman. And considering na I'm working from home, which means na I don't get to spend so much on food, transportation, clothing, and so much more. Benefit number three for me, this is just my personal experience from the company that I'm working currently. So we have fixed day off. We also have fixed time to go to work, and we also never experienced overtime. So I'm probably one of the lucky person to be able to work in this kind of setup because I believe not all freelancers or independent contractors get to do the same thing. For example, my pasok is 10 p.m. and from the very start na nag-work ako dito, yun na talaga siya, 10 p.m. na talaga siya, and we have fixed day off, Saturday and Sunday, and we never experienced overtime, like, as in, never, almost 1 year na akong freelancer or independent contractor, and then, magto 2 years na ako dito sa company, kasi before, hindi kami independent contractor, no, so, ganun pa rin yung setup talaga, same off, same time ng pasok, and also no overtime, so, you could be lucky if ganito rin yung mahanap mo, pero if not, it could vary, no? Pero maganda rin sa mga freelancers na iba kasi pang umaga yung pasok nila or flexible yung time nila. Pero kami, hindi man siya pang umaga, pero at least same time yung pasok namin and then same din yung day off. Like, pwede kami mag-day off ng 2 beses sa isang linggo. Hindi kagaya sa ibang private companies locally dito sa Pilipinas, no? Minsan, 6 days a week pa yung pasok, di ba? Benefit number 4 that I get to receive as an independent contractor is I don't get to work during holidays here in the Philippines and still get paid. So yes, during holidays like Christmas, kahit nga yung nakaraan na um, butuhan like election day, kahit yung mga anything na walang pasok nationwide talaga is that wala rin kaming pasok and bayad din yon. Hindi kami double pay kasi nga independent contractor kami, pero at least hindi kami pumapasok and bayad pa rin yon. And I believe that's also another perk na I really, really enjoy. Before, when we are not independent contractors just yet, meron kaming pasok sometimes, pero parang alternate lang yung pumapasok and still double pay yon. Pero ngayon, I believe okay yon kasi may mga times na halimbawa sa isang linggo merong isang 'di ba, merong isang holiday then 4 na beses ka na lang papasok sa isang linggo. And one thing by the way na hindi ko nailagay dito which I truly appreciate is that sobrang dali lang mag-file ng leave sa amin. Like 3 days before ka mag-a-absent or magli-leave, magpaalam ka sa boss mo, okay na, pwede ka nang mag-leave and kahit ilang araw pa yan. Pero syempre, kung na-control din namin yung ano namin, yung araw ng pagpasok, kasi syempre, kami lang yung gumagawa ng tasks namin. And siguro I'm super lucky lang kasi yung boss ko is sobrang bait niya talaga and matulungin. Kaya siguro ganun, sobrang gaan lang talaga ng work namin. Parang hindi ka overwork. Minsan nga na-feel ko pa na parang kulang yung trabaho ko sa sinasahod sa akin kasi parang ang konti lang ng ginagawa ko tapos medyo nga mataas yung rate, 'di ba? So, super, super grateful with that. Last benefit that I get to receive as an independent contractor, based on my experience, is you get to get more time for yourself and your family. Since you're working from home nga, you don't need to commute, 'di ba? Usually, yung commute natin papunta at pabalik combined is 3 hours to 4 hours or even more sa mga malalayong lugar. So, if you're working from home, pagka-out mo, nasa bahay ka na kaagad, 'di ba? You get to do a lot of household chores, you get to spend more time with your family, like you get to eat eat lunch, breakfast or dinner with them. And overall, really, if you're going to go on vacation, then you can do that. Kung originally from province ka talaga, then you can work from home, diba? As long as may kuryente at internet kayo doon. So, yeah, these are all the benefits or advantages that you get to receive as an independent contractor. And in my next video, even if no one's requesting, I would like to share with you the disadvantages of working as an independent contractor, just so you have you have ideas from both situations, diba? Para hindi lang ako one-sided. And yeah, from there, I believe you can decide if working from home or being freelancer is really a thing for you. And that's it. I hope to talk to you next time.